Good morning, class. Let us continue with the short story Girls by Mrinal Pande. Uh, the next part. Mama was waiting to receive us at the station. On the way to Nani's, I sat next to Mommy and noticed the rubies in her earlobes bobbing up and down while she chewed pan. As I told you, this story is written from the point of view of a little girl who is also the protagonist narrator of this short story. And the girl, with her pregnant mother and two other daughters, one elder and one younger, is going to her nanny's place, her maternal grandmother's place, for the fourth delivery of her mother. And while when they, in this part of the story, we see that they reach the railway station where their uncle and aunt, their mama and mommy, they had come to receive them at the railway station. Now their journey to the nanny's place starts and they are sitting in their uncle's jeep. Mama was waiting to receive us at the station. On the way to Nani's, I sat next to Mommy and noticed the rubies in her earlobes. Now this girl is looking at at the earrings of her aunt, bobbing up and down while she chewed pan. Whereas the mommy, the aunt, is chewing pan and the earrings are moving with that movement. Every time the driver pressed the jeep's horn, my sisters and I would scream in unison together. So every time the driver he presses the horn, the girls they scream, that is together, poo poo. So they are making noises. The driver was amused at our screaming. The driver was amused. The driver was thinking it funny of these girls screaming. And when we reached the house, he lifted me and my younger sister out of the jeep. Now they reach the nanny's place. The driver lifts the protagonist and her younger sister out of the jeep. And now look at how the girl describes these characters. The driver, he had a huge mustache and he smelt of tea and biddies, and wore a uniform made of coarse rough wool which tickled me and made me feel sleepy. When the Surai was lifted out of the jeep, it overturned. It overturned. And once again there was water everywhere. Once again the water spills. This incident reminded me so much of Babu. And this incident reminds her, she remembers her father Babu, that absent-mindedly, because at home at the beginning of their journey, her father had he had actually spilled the water from the surai. I trod is the past tense of tread, tudone, on my younger sister's sandal and nearly tripping her up. So she was about to fall. You are the cause of all my problems. Ma hissed. Hiss, that is तोंडातल्या तोंडात बोलणे, at me through tightly clenched teeth, दात दाबून तोंडातल्या तोंडात बोलणे. The mother is very angry and she says, you are the cause of all my problems. Who is the cause of the mother's problem? This middle daughter, who is the protagonist of the story. So that no one could hear. Mother wants that no one could hear that she is scolding her daughter. She then grabbed hold of my arm, grab pakadne, to take hold tightly, as if to prevent me from falling over, but actually pressed it so hard that my shoulder hurt. Mother is very angry and she holds her in a tight grip. I thought of Babu. Once again, the girl remembers the father. I thought of Babu because whenever we came to Nani's house, he never accompanied us. So her father never used to come to the nanny's place with them, and as soon as we arrived, Ma would be lost in company of Masis, and as soon as they arrived at their nanny's place, their mother used to get engaged with in the company of Masis, aunts, mummies, aunts, and Nani, the grandmother, and old maid servants. And there are some old servants. So her mother used to get involved with all these women as soon as they reached their nanny's place. If you tried going near her during the day, and in case the daughters tried to go near their mother, someone or other would say, let the poor thing have some rest at least while she is here. And the maternal relatives, her mother's relatives, they used to stop the girls from going near their mother, and they used to say, you should allow her some rest at least here for some months, let the poor thing. So according to them, the protagonist's mother, the mother who is pregnant all the while, and she is delivering one girl child after another, she is a poor thing, she is a pathetic figure. Why? Because she delivers girls, and there is no end to these pregnancies and deliveries. While she is here, Ma too would put on a pathetic act, and again she says the mother also used to behave in a very tragic manner, as if we always harassed her at home. Harass, punish, torture. So as if at her husband's place, at the girl's father's place, there is only harassment for the woman. So she is acting like that. I felt disgusted. It was hateful. It was very bad for her. I felt disgusted at the thought of entering Nano's house, grandfather. So I deliberately wander near the bushes. So she never wanted to enter her grandparents' home. So she used to wander outside in the bushes. A mongrel dog, a stray dog, another character, that is an animal, a stray dog, bhatka kutra. A mongrel dog came near me and sniffed at me. The dog comes near her and sniffs her, wasgene, hungne. Then I heard someone mentioning my name inside the house and saying, and then she listens to the dialogue, she hears the dialogue. Somebody is talking about her inside the house, and they were saying, now where has she disappeared? Where is she, the middle one? I entered the house along with the dog and saw, then she enters the house with the dog and saw Nani sitting with Mama's son on her lap. And तिच्या कुशीमध्ये कोण आहे? आजीच्या. जेव्हा प्रोटॅगनिस्ट आत जाते तेव्हा मामाज सन, हर अंकल सन, इज ऑन हर लॅप. As soon as she saw the dog, Nani sees the dog and she shooed it away. हाकलून देते. It always eat away because to her all animals were as untouchables. Now this is an important point. So all the animals were untouchables for Nani, for the grandmother, as untouchables, as untouchable as there are some human beings that were considered as untouchables. The dog used to being reprimanded, scolded, and the dog knows that he is going to be scolded by the old woman. It tucked its tail between its leg and went out. The dog tucks its tail between the legs and the dog goes away. I was told to bend down. नमस्कारासाठी वाकायला सांगितलं जातं मुलीला. I was told to bend down and touch Nani's feet. आशीर्वाद घे. Someone from the family said, and when the girls start doing this, someone from the family says, not like that, bend properly. मग कोणीतरी तिला काय म्हणते, तसं नाही, जरा व्यवस्थित वाक. So this is how women are told, women are trained to bend down, to remain always with their heads lowered. मुलींना अशा प्रकारे काय शिकवलं जातं, खाली मान घालून जगायला शिकवलं जातं. दॅट्स वाय हियर वी रिमेंबर Simone de Beauvoir. Simone de Beauvoir was a French feminist, great French feminist, who in her book, in her groundbreaking book, groundbreaking म्हणजे खूप स्फोटक अशा पद्धतीचं तिने एक पुस्तक लिहिलं होतं, द सेकंड सेक्स नावाचं. कोणी? सिमॉन द बुआ. आणि इन दॅट बुक देर इज हर स्टेटमेंट दॅट इज वन इज नॉट बॉर्न बट रादर बिकम्स अ वुमन. सिमॉन द बुआ. कुणीच स्त्री म्हणून जन्माला येत नाही, पण घडत जाते. हां, देर आर नॅचरल डिफरन्सेस, देर आर सेक्स डिफरन्सेस बिटवीन मेल अँड फिमेल children, but a male child turns into a man and a woman, a female child turns into a woman in this cultural factory. ही जी सांस्कृतिक फॅक्टरी असते, जी स्त्री आणि पुरुष ह्या कॅटेगरीज घडवते अशा पद्धतीने. अ वुमन इज ऑलवेज टोल्ड टू बेंड डाऊन प्रॉपरली. स्त्रीला वाकायला शिकवलं जातं. नॉट लाईक दॅट, बेंड प्रॉपरली. यू आर बॉर्न अ गर्ल, लुक ॲट दिस. तू मुलगी म्हणून जन्माला आलेली आहेस, अँड यू विल हॅव टू बेंड फॉर द रेस्ट ऑफ युअर लाईफ, सो यू माईट ॲज वेल लर्न. सो you here one must remember Simone de Beauvoir, who says one is not born but becomes a woman. So the relatives say you are born a girl and you will have to bend for the rest of your life. तू मुलगी म्हणून जन्माला आलेली आहेस आणि तू वाकून राहिलं पाहिजे आयुष्यभर, फॉर द रेस्ट ऑफ युअर लाईफ. सो यू माईट ॲज वेल लर्न. त्याच्यामुळे आताच शिकून घे. सो दिस इज द फॅक्टरी, दिस इज द कल्चरल फॅक्टरी. Nani blessed me by waving her hand over my bowed back. Nani आशीर्वाद देते and said, this girl hasn't grown taller. This girl is not a tall girl. Who would believe she is 80 years old? So we come to know the age. And Nani remarks on her physical condition, her height, and she says she is 80 years and still she is not properly, her height is not proper, her height is not okay. Oh, what a nuisance this is. Ma kept complaining. And whereas the look at the character of the mother, the pregnant mother, who always goes on complaining. She has no satisfaction, she has no happiness in her life, because continuously she is forced to be pregnant and she is forced to deliver a child. Oh, what a nuisance this is. Ma kept complaining. The old lady from the neighborhood, शेजारची म्हातारी बाई, who had come to see Ma, told Nani. आणि मग बाजूची बाई शेजारीन काय म्हणते, this time Lali will definitely have a boy. त्या बाईची भविष्यवाणी. Now this goes on. She says this time she will definitely deliver a baby boy. Just look at her complexion. Just look at the color of her skin. Complexion, त्वचेचा रंग. When she was expecting the girls, it was pink. Now there are again cultural factory. There are some colors associated with women, girls, that is pink color. But now it is a tinge of yellow. पण ती म्हणते की आता तिच्या चेहऱ्यावर पिवळसर छटा आहे. That means, according to the old woman, that means she is going to deliver a boy. I am sure it will be a boy this time. So she says this time she will deliver a boy because she is looking yellowish. The skin of her color is looking yellowish. Now these are some kind of superstitions. Who knows, perhaps even this time, moaned Ma. Moon म्हणजे काय, विवळणे. Okay, so she says she is very sad and she says, who knows, perhaps even this time I will deliver a girl child. As she put on a pathetic expression and she pitiful expression comes on her face and began paring her nails. Paring, to remove or to pluck. She starts plucking her nails. And is there anyone to cook for your husband? Asked the old lady. The old lady asks an important question. She says, "Is there somebody to cook for your husband?" Her question set me thinking about Babu. And when the old lady asked this question, the protagonist, the little girl, she remembers her father, how good he smell, and the softness of his lap. She remembers the softness of her father's body and his smell, and how when we came here, Ma did not allow us to lie in her lap. And on the opposite side, in contrast to the father's memories, there are the memories of the woman, that is the mother. She would not allow anybody, any of the girls, to come near her, because she is always complaining about her pregnancies and about her tragic situation, and she has always lots of complaints. So here we stop, and we will continue in the next video. Thank you.